We're still at Wallace State Park this week on Pole House Blackpot Weekend Getaways. On the menu,
Amish Baked Oatmeal.
and it's zhuzhed up, so stick around. This is Wade, and I'm Angel, and this is Iris, and we are Pole House Blackpot's Weekend Getaways, where we show you all things yummy to cook in cast iron as we visit different places. Hope you like last week's tour of the campground.
Yeah.
We're probably going to go to town. Where this isn't too far from St. Joe, so I don't know, we might go do something there. We're going to fix here in just a minute something called
Amish Baked Oatmeal.
So we'll get back at you just as soon as we get around.
Get a little coffee in us.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back. Iris says good morning. She's been digging in dirt and got dirt on her nose, don't ya? What you working on, Angel?
I'm doing a video dump.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm backing up our video from last week's.
Or yesterday's in this case.
Well,
either way.
yesterday. But last week's video. Because I tell you, having a backup has saved our butts.
And we didn't get done last night like you normally did you?
No, because I was tired.
So anyway, it's kind of like yesterday. I think it's actually a little cooler today, it's supposed to be. Kind of cloudy and gloomy, but no rain. That's good. I don't want to wish away any rain because we're kind of dry.
And it's supposed to be warm.
Well, not supposed to be that
warmer than
warm.
it has been.
Yeah, but coffee is almost ready, and then we're gonna get us some breakfast and then kind of check out, see what else we can find in the area, aren't we?
Okay, this is not a hard recipe. I hope I remember it all though, so I'm gonna look it up. So it says 3/4 cup of milk. And we're making a half a batch. We made a full batch the first time and had way too much. And then it's 1 egg. Whisk it. Mix that together. Then a teaspoon of vanilla. We're using real vanilla this time. The fake stuff's good, but we like that one. Little pinch of salt. Just to cut down the sweet. A teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm gonna put a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon in there.
Yep, we like cinnamon.
Yes. You could probably put some allspice or whatever else you like. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Oops. 1/4 cup. You could either use maple syrup, I do the real, or I wouldn't use any fake syrup. This brown sugar's working fine. No, I can't get that. Alright, now I'm gonna mix that stuff up. And that's all the sweet that's in here. Now then, to this, I'm going to add this is 1/3 of a cup. 3. We're gonna call that a half.
What, a cup and a half?
Cup and a half of oats. I'm gonna say about a cup of, now this is what's zhuzhing it up. About a half a cup of whatever nuts you like. Since I'm allergic to walnuts, we chose pecans. And then about a half a cup of raisins.
Probably used, we talked about, we didn't do it.
We could
probably
use some
what?
dried fruit. You could always put at the end fresh fruit, put on top of it. Whipping cream. Now, we're gonna let this set for just a minute while we get these briquettes a-going. And we'll get it to baking. This is going in a 10-inch, isn't it?
10-inch. What did we forget, Angel?
Forgot the baking powder.
Oh, okay. What was
It was a 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. So we went ahead and added that.
Okay, we sprayed the bottom of our 10-inch Dutch oven, and now all we have to do is add our oatmeal in. Okay, then we'll spread it out evenly in the bottom of our Dutch oven. Now this is not a lot in the Dutch oven. We probably could have used an 8-inch, but most people don't have 8-inch Dutch ovens, so we're gonna do it in this 10. Okay, let our charcoal get done heating about another 5 minutes, and we'll be ready to bake. Charcoal's ready. So we're gonna go ahead. This is a normal bake. So, and it's a deep tin. Shallow tin, I usually use about 24 pieces. Deep tin, I use 26. We're gonna put 1/3 of them on the bottom, around the outside edge. Which would be about close to 8 or 9. We're gonna do 8 on the bottom. And then on top, we're going to do a nice full outside ring. Okay. And we'll do 4 in the middle, kind of like a checkerboard, you might call it in some cases. Evenly spread them out. And our wind is coming and going. And our wind, of course, is never our friend. It's always our enemy. We're trying to Dutch oven cook. The wind is kind of hitting my face. That's kind of why we turned the Dutch oven table this way. The wind guard up. And you said, Angel, what, 30 to 40 minutes?
We're gonna go with 30 because 40 makes it cook too much.
Too much. And
it makes it kind of dry.
Kind of dry, okay. So we're gonna do a normal 10-minute cook, rotate. 10 more minutes rotate, and 30 minutes should be time to eat. So we'll see you here in a minute. This is the first rotate. And as always, we rotate the bottom 1/3 of a turn one direction. And and the lid 1/3 turn the opposite direction. If you got a good Dutch oven like this Lodge, you don't have to lift the lid, you can just spin it. That way you don't let any of your heat escape, which increases your cooking time.
On this channel, we show you yummy, delicious, and interesting things to cook in cast iron, most specifically Dutch ovens. Do you know we have a cookbook? It not only shows you great tips how to use your Dutch ovens, but it gives you our first 2 years of recipes. They're $20 with $6 shipping and handling. You can get those at Pole House Black Pots, P.O. Box 212, Fayette, Missouri 65248, or on Venmo.
Yes, in the Venmo, look up Pole House Black Pots on Venmo.
I smell it. Boys, it smells good.
In 30-minute cook time, it should be ready. Ready?
Oh, looky there. That looks good to me.
It looks set, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, it does. So we're gonna show you how we dish it up, and we'll be right back.
All right, probably let it cool a couple minutes.
Yeah, it'll be a lip burner right
right.
now. We added just a little smidge of butter in there. Here, let me have yours. Excuse me.
All right, we had a great breakfast. We're loaded up. And
That's a good meal to have.
It is. It's
Especially if you're like us and you don't like slimy oatmeal.
And it's not that hard to make.
No,
as you
it's
saw.
not.
And you can change it up with.
You could add a whole bunch of nuts and a whole bunch of fruit in it.
Make it fairly healthy.
Yeah, well, I was fairly healthy. I only had
you know, you keep it healthy, I should say.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. But yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna go down, head out toward an area that's a nice little lake, and check out, see what we have up there in that part of the area, kind of like a public use area. So
yes,
we'll get heading that direction.
They actually swim in this state park.
Iris, you ready?
I'm not. I don't got my seatbelt on. Whew. Okay, I'm ready, Dad.
All right. Okay, we're now at the upper end of this lake, and we are not going to do this whole trail, but we're going to start here at the trailhead of the Old Quarry Trail, blazed in green. This would be a total length of 1.25 mile, and it's a loop. And as you can see, walking, no bicycles, no horseback, or no ATV type of vehicles. Nice little boardwalk. Iris hasn't got her morning walk yet, so she's a little wanting to pull hard. Silly girl. Yes, you are. What you looking for, huh? Snipping. Here, Iris. Look here. This is trailhead to Deer Run Trail. 2 miles with a shortcut of 1 mile. If you take the Deer Creek Loop, it's 3.5 miles. This is trailhead for one of 4 different trails here at the state park. I think that 3.5 miles is the longest one. There's a couple of loop trails and one just a dead-end trail, and they're all walking only or hiking, backpacking type thing. There's no bicycle or motocross or motor vehicle trails at this state park, unfortunately. It's pretty, we're at this pretty lake here is where it kind of, this one starts. Okay, we're back to camp. We did a little tour around the state park, and then took a little cruise over to St. Joe, Missouri. And actually, if you're interested, where St. Joe is actually the starting place at this end of the Pony Express when it was running. So
Yeah. Iris is happy to be back to camp. She's mad because we're not
over there
right
by
next
her.
to her. Yeah.
But I think we're gonna close out video number 2 here.
We hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, which is a like. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. And thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button.
Yep, and next week we're gonna conclude our trip here. And we're gonna start it off, I think, with something good, which is some sweet potato biscuits. So, see you next week. Bye.